Just right at the beginning of this video, I want to tell you that this strategy was actually not optimized because I didn't want to curve fit the strategy. It was tested on 2-year stick data that you are going to see in the end of the video. I am showing the whole tick data testing in real time, and the test was on $100 to see if it can work on a small account as well. Let's start the video. Welcome back to the channel. Today I came with a great strategy, and many of you asked for a Bollinger Bands strategy that you can use in your everyday trading and that you can use not just as an EA, an algorithm, but as a manual strategy. So I tested a lot, and this is the best simple Bollinger Band strategy that I have seen. It is based on a 80 length Bollinger Bands. It is very important not to use the 20 length Bollinger Bands because that is not working. It doesn't work for a long time now, and I tested many strategies with that, and you have to add so many other things to it that I don't recommend to trade. So 80, and you can use the standard deviation of 2. Now it is easy. As you can see, here is our upper band, lower band, and middle band. It is kind of different than if you would use the 20 Bollinger Bands, and I want to show you because there is a reason why we are using this. It is so much more noisy and slippage, high spread, and many things are just not suitable to trade with this length, this period of the Bollinger Bands. It is much smoother to use this one, and now we have another confirmation entry rule that is based on the ADX. It is very important that we are using a 100 smoothing and 100 length ADX instead of the 14 smoothing and 14 length ADX. And this is our 2 entry indicators. It is simple, right? Now I'm going to tell you the exact strategy and how you can use this simple strategy in your manual trading or EA trading as well. First of all, of course, for our buy strategy, we need a Bollinger Bands. And the exact strategy is the following. First, when the price is crossing above, and it is very important, when it is crossing above the lower band of the 80 period Bollinger Bands, and it is important because many traders are using, for example, when it is crossing below the lower band. But in my opinion, and based on all my testings, it is much more efficient if you are using the opposite. So for example, here with the buy trade, when it already crossed below and it has a consolidation period, so you don't miss valuable pips, and when it is crossing above the lower band and it is going back again to the area between the 2 bands, the lower and the upper bands. The second condition is that when the ADX, that is of course 100 period, when it is above 10, and it is just a confirmation, and as you can see it here, this is the line. It is above 10, and based on my testings, it adds 30% more preciseness to our strategy. So I am using it many times, and this is basically our entry strategy. It is so easy, and as you can see it here, it is an example. It crossed just above the lower band of the Bollinger bands, and of course the ADX, the 100 period ADX, was above 10, and we have an exit rule, of course, as well. And the exit rule is very, very simple. It is basically when the take profit or stop loss is reaching 90 pips. So like SL 90 pips and TP 90 pips. And also we have another parameter as well. That is when the price is crossing above the upper band, and also when and only when 3000 minutes passed after the entry. And these are all important for our strategy, because otherwise you are going to get so many unnecessary trades. And the fact is, many traders are losing with the simplest strategies, and it is because, not because they are simple, but it is because the money management part is not there. You can have a simple entry strategy. It is good. You can trade with it, you understand it, but the exit, the money management part, has to be there, and you have to test it in a good way, so you don't miss good trades, but you don't have 1,000 unnecessary trades that will eat up your results. And this is why we are waiting 3000 minutes, because I tested everything from 100 minutes, and it really wasn't that good. The first good number was 3000 minutes. So I am showing you this. Now let's see where we exited the trade. As I said, our exit was at 90 pips. So we somewhere here we entered the market, and let's see, we exited the market around around here. And as you can very clearly see, this strategy was tested on tick data, and it clearly shows, because it is a great exit. Not much better exit points than this one. Of course, it doesn't happen always, but the filters are there to eliminate many of the bad trades. And if you are interested in more strategies with this Bollinger band type, I can do many more strategies in combination with other indicators, not just the ADX, but the awesome oscillator, moving averages as well. So this is our entry and exit setup for our buy trades. Now, what's up with our sell trade? Let's see how you can make a short trade with this strategy. It is very simple. You need the 80 period Bollinger bands and the ADX, that is 100 period. And when the price is crossing below, not above, the upper band of these Bollinger bands, you are taking a sell trade. Let's just write this little thing here that I usually do. Our first entry rule for a sell trade is when the price, crosses below, of course, the upper band of the Bollinger bands, that is 80 period and 2 standard deviation. Pretty simple. And the second confirmation parameter is when the ADX, that is 100 period, when it is above 10. And this is basically our entry strategy for the sell trades. And as you can see it here, it is a great entry. And our exit rules, we have a 90 pips SL and a 90 pips TP. Of course, you already know that we have dynamic exit as well, and the strategy is many times closing the trades earlier than these SL and TP parameters, and that is a huge strength of this strategy, because with the dynamic exit it can close any trades earlier if the dynamic exit strategy is fulfilled. So it is the following: when the price is crossing below the lower band, and it is very important, of course, we have to wait 3000 minutes before that. And when these two parameters are fulfilled, you can close the trades at that point before the TP or SL. Let's see where we closed the trade here, because at this with this trade we also closed it by TP. Let's see where is the 90 pips that we closed the trade at here. As you can see it clearly, in this particular case we could have had a better take profit, but trading is not about 100% setups, because you can't have that. It is just not possible at all. What you can have is high probability setups, and not just high probability setups, but setups that have great risk to reward ratio, for example, or great win rate. And the combination of these factors will help you to be profitable long term. Now, this is the strategy. We have our strategy, and as you can see, we have some very nice trades, and the trades that are not doing as good, they always have the fixed stop loss, and of course the dynamic exit can close your losable trades and your profitable trades before the stop loss or take profit. Now I want to show you the backtest result of this strategy, because that is also very important. I am going to just run it so you can see it, and if you have any comments about this strategy, any questions, if you want to have an automated version of it, I am going to upload it to the official store of this channel, the Trading Logic website, and you can write me to my Telegram for custom strategies to be coded. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now let's see the testing.